What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a formula to calculate the unit cost for each BIM instance, as well as the total cost for all structural items for level 2 of the structure. Okay, so let's do this. So we are still working on the schedule that we are using from the previous exercise. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the concrete beam schedule here from the project browser. Just double click that, and then after that we are going to add couple of fields here. Okay, so to do that, so let's go to the fields, let's select your edit. Okay, and then what I want to do is from the available fields, let's look for total costs, have total or the cost. So let's select the cost, let's double click that. Okay, and then I also want to include here volume. So let's double click the volume. There you go. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a calculated formula. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to select this icon here, add calculated parameter. So let's click that one. And then for the name here, I'm going to call that total cost. Okay, and then I'll be using a formula here. The discipline is common, type is number. Now for the formula, I'm going to type here volume times the cost over 1 foot raised to 3. Okay, so this formula will calculate the total cost based on the volume unit of 1 cubic yard. Okay, right, so I'll just need to select here. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to calculate now the beam volume as a total cost, or calculate total. So let us now calculate the beam volume. So let's go to the formatting, let's click that one, and then let's look for the volume. So let's select the volume, and then for the calculation, so I'm going to select here calculate totals. Okay, and I'm going to do that as well to the total cost here. So let's select the total cost, and then I'm going to select here calculate totals. All right, and then after that I'm going to select here okay. So there you go. So I now have here my total cost, and then the volume is now added here, and then the cost. So let's say, for example, for the sake of this exercise, I'll just put a cost here for my B1. Okay, so I'm gonna put a cost here, like let's say 2, and then I'm going to press enter, and then you will see this dialog box. So it says this change will be applied to all elements of type concrete rectangular beam 24 by 36. So the reason is that the one that we are working on here is a type family. So what will happen if we have like 20 B1 type of instance for this concrete rectangular beam, all of that will be updated to 2 costs. Okay, so all the costs of my B1 will becomes 2. So we are working on a type. So I'll just select here okay. So it will be applied to all the 24 by 36. Okay, so same with my B2. So I want to put a cost here, like for example 1.5, and then enter. Again, since this is a type family, it will be applied to all the concrete rectangular beam 16 by 32. So I'll just select here okay. There you go. And then as you can see, the total cost here is also being updated based on the formula that we have created a while ago. All right, let's say for the B3 type, so let's say I'm gonna type here 3, and then enter, and then I'll select here okay. It will be applied to all the 12 by 24 concrete rectangular beams. Okay, right. Now let's say, for example, I want to modify the total cost here. So what I want to do here is I want to include the currency unit, let's say the $sign, and I want to change here the decimal places. Okay, let's say I only want 2 decimal places for the total cost. So as the last part of the exercise, so that is what we are going to do. All right, so to do that, let's go again to the formatting. So let's select here edit. Okay, and then for the total cost, let's click that one. And then let's look for the field formatting. Let's click field format. So click that one and then use default settings, uncheck this one. And then for the units, I'm going to change that to currency. So let's click currency, and then you will now be able to change the rounding here. So I'm going to select 2 decimal places, and then for the unit symbol, I'm gonna use here $sign. There you go. I'll select here OK. I'll select here OK, and that's it. Okay, so that's how you create a formula to calculate the unit cost for each BIM instance, as well as the total cost for all the structural items on the level 2 of our structural model. Okay, so hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.